All right, what's good with y'all, man? Today. It may be a little delay in my audio or whatnot. We'll be doing some mixing, whatever the case may be, man. Happy Sunday to you, or whatnot and stuff like that. Today we're gonna get in here and work on a mix. At least start, getting it done and working on it and stuff like that. We're going to be mixing this R&B track right here, and we want to get the music, at least touched up and ready to go, and also get the background vocals somewhat situated, and that's probably be our stopping point for today. I don't like to mix no more than 30. Excuse me, not 30 minutes, but don't like to mix no more than 3 hours. So it'll be a long stream. So pop in, pop out if you want to or whatnot. Stuff like that, and continue the day watching football. Don't want to take out too many times or whatnot. The artist is going to be R&B artist out of Atlanta by the name of D. Shimon. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff that we recorded out there in Atlanta. So we'll just go ahead and just mix this up and get the beat sounding good. And also the background vocals. I'll lead the lead vocal for another day. That way I have fresh ears on it or whatnot. The sound that I'll be going on this track, I'll be using API plugins and also hardware equipment. That'll be the tonality of the mix, that API sound, because it has more of a rocky blues feeling to it with a little twist of hip hop in there, and little R&B influence and stuff like that. So we want a upfront sound. So that's what the API equipment and the API name and the API sound does in detail to the sound or whatnot. So that's what we'll be working on today, or whatnot, man. If you're out there on YouTube land and stuff like that, I'm not streaming on Instagram or whatnot. Not this go around tonight. I will be, but for all my YouTubers out there and stuff like that, appreciate you tuning in, liking the video, and subscribing and everything like that. You know how to work YouTube app, so I'm not gonna sit there and beg your ass and anything. So I just appreciate you just tuning in, or whatnot. Like I said, this mix session will be focusing on everything API, for us, the sound and tonality of the mix. We'll work on the instruments, and then we'll go to the backgrounds, get those backgrounds situated. And what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna talk in the beginning, but I'm gonna go ahead and set my levels on my music, and set up all my plugins and whatnot. So I'll explain that process in the first 30 minutes. And then after that, I'm turning the mic off and stuff like that. And I'm going to monitor through my speakers and stuff like that. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and transition over to Studio One and get this party started, right? Yes, sir. All right, cool deal. I don't know what's going on with my playback or whatnot, but that shit late as fuck. All right, anyway, so we in Studio One right now. First thing first, I am gotta set up my in and out configurations for my interface. So we're just gonna go ahead and bring that in real quick. Apply that to the session. The ins and outs configuration. If you're a Studio One user and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, basically, if you're using an interface and it has multiple ins and outs and stuff like that, you have to make sure that it's number one by default. I don't have it hooked up by default on my Studio One because I use two interfaces. I use in between for different purposes and recording purposes, mixing purposes, or whatnot. So this is 8 in, 8 out, analog 8 in, 8 out, and then also I have expandable 8 channel 8 at out, optical or SPDIF, or whatnot. So gives you a lot of flexibility and stuff like that. So it allows you to bring audio in and out of the DAW or whatnot, but you have to make sure that that is applied to your session. Otherwise, you'll just be using a 1-2 in out type of situation. Okay, just want to double check my ins and outs, and we should be good. All right, so we apply that to there. Also to just want to make sure that I'm getting audio coming into the DAW. So this is the input screen right here, and then we can take that out, and then we also have an output screen. A lot of people don't know this. So if you have a multi-channel interface, you actually have a mixer for your outputs. You know what I'm saying? you have to drag it out because by default it's stuck behind, like it's a little window that you have to spread out on the left side of the main track, or your main output track. You have to get this little mouse cursor that has two arrows facing out, left and right, and this little line right there. You have to drag that out. Once you drag that out, so if you, let's say for instance, you got a UAD Apollo X6, X4, X8, you know what I'm saying, one of those 8-channel interfaces, or you have a Focusrite, more than 4 inputs, any other interface more than 2 ins and outs, you have the ability to monitor your ins and outs on the ends, and also the output tab right here on this side. You can monitor your outputs, and now whenever you send audio out of your interface, you can adjust the levels, put plugins on it, and really do a mix going out. So if you're recording to a tape machine, ADAT, or doggone tape recorder, motherfucking, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying, wherever you're sending that audio out. So let's say for instance, I want to send audio to one of my compressors. I can actually EQ that audio before it actually go there. So let's say for instance, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually use a hardware compressor to use side chaining. So if I want to send out like a drum track, stereo drum track, and I don't want anything else but the low end of that drum track to trigger or make the side chain process come or react or whatever, you can put an EQ on one of these channels going out, and that'll, you know what I'm saying, you can cut off all the high end, only have that low end. That side chain on that compressor is just gonna boom, 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 and then you bring that audio back into the DAW, slap that on the slap that particular pipeline extension on the track, and then it'll side chain whatever you want and stuff like that. So it just gives you flexibility or whatnot. That's why I like Studio One, man. It's just super, 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 super easy, man. Some of this shit, man, with Pro Tools, it's just a headache to do. So so that's what it is right there. So I got my ins and outs both showing right here, and I should be good. The next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and set up our plugins or whatnot. So I need to make sure that I have all of the instruments lined up. So what we're gonna do is take these instruments, and I need to put this right here. So these two guitar instruments, I need to put them in this folder. There we go. All right, cool deal. So I done packed all my instruments for us in this folder, if you're familiar with that. So we're going to hide the vocals. We're going to bring out the music. All right. I know my guitar tracks are in white. I think all my drums are in blue, and everything else, bass is in green, and everything else, melody-wise, is yellow. All right, and what we're gonna do with that is take all of that, and we're gonna make sure everything is routed to the music bus. All right, and once I do that, we're gonna go ahead and set up our plugins. All right, so we're going with that API sound. So the track the plugin I'll be using for today is going to be out of Sawtooth Console 1, and we'll be using the API, the API series out of that bad boy. They call it the American Class A console strip, but it's actually an API channel strip, and it sounds goddamn good too. So let's go ahead and pull that up real quick. I never can find it on here. There we go. All right, cool. And let's go ahead. And I'll be using a mixture of it. So I'll be using the Plugin Alliance Gent over there, the Lindell 50 series as well, on the mix. If you hear a little 4-year-old in the background, I apologize for that. That's my little boy. He's turned the hell up. All right, so here we are right here. I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and initiate this. All right, and right now we're by default on the console one. It's gonna force you to use the SSL 4000E, but we want to use the API sound, which is American Class A. Choose that right there, and there it is. The next thing we're gonna do is we have this I'm gonna set the console up. So I mentioned this on a past live stream. Um, Make sure if you have the console, you take the drive section and you put it on 5.0. And once you do that, that's going to give you the true character of how they modeled the whatever API channel strip they had. Once you put that on 5% or 5.0 on the drive, you should be good to go. You shouldn't have to do anything else unless you want a smooth compressor, fast compressor for the American class. I think they also have two different type of EQs for the American class as well. Yes, they have extended and original and stuff like that. So you can kind of play around with different, I think Q bandwidths, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm gonna keep it on the original. And also you can change out the compressor. And they have two different type of compressors as well, a punchier and a smooth one and whatnot. So definitely if you have an aggressive snare or a kick drum and you really need to have a high ratio or whatever the hell's difference in it, you can choose so as well. So it gives you two different options as well or whatnot. And hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right, cool. We're back. Take a phone call real quick. So now that we have that situated, we're gonna put that back on the smooth compressor, and yeah, we're ready to go. So what we're gonna do now is just copy this plugin on all of our musical tracks here. All right, and let's slide that over here. And once we copy that over there, we'll worry about those background vocals later, because I think I'm gonna use a different type of tonality on the vocals. But we're gonna get through the beat first. All right, so we got everything rolling. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my gate on. I'm gonna play the speakers and everything. I think we got everything good. Let me go ahead and just play the music just to make sure. Mute those vocals real quick. All right, cool. We got everything. What I'm going to do, and I'm gonna try to attempt this. I don't know how my computer is gonna handle it. But we're gonna turn on the this mix effect. Is the Alpine disc. So this kind of gives you a API like sound on all of your tracks. And you can see right now it's killing my computer. 52 something resources there. So I want to use it bad, but damn. I may have to just put it on the music bus and call it a day on that one right there. Because really I don't need it on all those tracks. So let's do this. We're gonna put that on the music bus. Hopefully that'll save us a little bit of time there. Yeah, that's a little bit right there. So that CPU, what it does is why it was jumping around about 47, 52% is because it's taking, let's say for instance, you take this plug in and you slap it on all of your tracks. If you put it on your bus track, it's going to apply that processing on each track that's assigned to the bus. That's what that does right there. So we just put it on the music, and we're going to kind of set up our tonality of the music. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the music, and you know what I'm saying, try to get that tone that I'm looking for. All right, there we go. right, cool. So we got the Alpine desk set up or whatnot. Get to kind of give you a sense of what the Alpine desk does. It is drive. So you driving a character in there. So it's kind of giving you a little saturation on each track that you have. That's basically it's giving you drive on each track. Then once you do that, you're applying a little bit of noise. So that noise is gonna add like this fake alias type noise to kind of give you a little fuzzy feeling to each sound as well on each track. Once you do that, then you have this thing called crosstalk right here. All right, so this crosstalk is basically if you have channel 1 and you have channel 2, okay? And let me switch that over here real quick. So if you have channel 1 right here and channel 2, the signal, just imagine my finger right here. This signal is going to bleed into channel 2, and the signal from channel 2 is going to bleed into channel 1. And so just imagine those signals bleeding into each other, and then you have 16 of these. So imagine channel 2, the signal bleeds into channel 3, and channel 3 bleeds into 2, so forth and so on until how many ever tracks that you have. That's what the crosstalk does. So you'll find that happening on a lot of your consoles, out there in the $1 million studios or whatnot. So that bleed of that crosstalk, though, what it does is add a little bit more dimension and a little bit more depth to your music that's on the tracks or whatnot. So it kind of gives you a little stereo spread and a little bit of depth in your sound or whatnot. As far as the transformer goes, I really didn't hear a difference. When I put it on 3-to-1, it did kind of open up the mix just a little bit. And then character is, I don't know, it's just really a tone that you're looking for there. The master, I just kind of keep that where it's at, and I control everything on that part right there. The only other thing I need to do is, folks, is set up a VCA, and man, we're gonna get rocking and rolling on this mix, man. I'm gonna set up a VCA on all of the music tracks. That way I can control each one of them, and I don't have to necessarily group certain the number of tracks and then turn those down. That kind of breaks my workflow, at least by 5 to 10 seconds. Yes, I'm very analytical, if anyone asks or whatnot. So, but yeah, I don't want to really break that workflow. So we're going to set up a VCA track on all of that, minus the buses, just on the individual tracks. I only got one bus anyway here. I actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. We're gonna set up a track for the goddamn drums and for the melodics. All right, so boom, right there. We're gonna go ahead and rename that. That's the drums. We have in green is the bass, and I'm not gonna just gonna leave that by itself, and we'll have one for the melodics right there. All right, and we're gonna add a bus there. All right, so we got bus tracks for all of those. Everything looks good, and now we're gonna take the individual tracks and set up a VCA. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna set up a VCA for those individual tracks as well. All right, and what we're doing is deselecting the bus tracks, and we're going to right click on those selected tracks and add a VCA. Bam. And so now we just call that call these music individual tracks. All right, so we have that set up. We're gonna go ahead and move this VCA over here in between the vocals and the music. That way I don't confuse myself. All right, here we go. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, shit. Hold on one second, y'all. Go and turn that on. Uncheck keep VCA to the right. If you have this checked in your system, it'll keep your VCA all the way right to the mixer. Or whatnot. So we have to uncheck that. There we go. All right, cool deal. So now, if I was to show you guys, I'm gonna shrink the the mixing console. So this red track, red fader that you see right here. Let me blow that up for y'all. All right, so this red track that you see right here, what that allows you to do is have overall control of each individual track for your music. So again, when I turn this red fader down, it's going to control all of these individual tracks, not the blue ones. The blue ones are the bus tracks. Those are totally separate and do certain things. So if I was to have that selected, I'm going to turn down that red track, and you'll notice, bam, right there. It's going to turn out all those individual tracks. Now, I messed up because my green tracks is actually my vocals. So I have to go and deselect those. I don't know how they got there. But you'll notice that that red track controls all of your white tracks, which are my individual tracks. You'll notice that the blue tracks are the bus tracks. I don't want to affect those. I want to have more control over that. This eliminates me having to, again, you know what I'm saying, highlight and select, group the blues, group the yellows, group the white ones. And, you know, that just kind of break your workflow. You know what I'm saying? When I could just go over here, grab that red fader, turn that bitch down, turn that bitch up, and stuff like that, man. So that's what the VCA does, if anyone was inquiring. All right. But we have to deselect. I don't even know how the hell my vocal tracks got connected there, but all good. If you're trying to figure out how to deselect that, underneath the fader, you'll see this empty box that's really for a VCA, if you, and whatnot. So we're just gonna say none. All right. And again, when I go there, I should have fixed that. I'll double check that real quick. Yep. All right, cool deal. Bet. So we Gucci down to the motherfucking socks. All right, we good, man. We are straight. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this bad boy off. I'm gonna take these headphones off for a little while, and we're gonna get rocking and rolling and stuff like that, and get the mixing. I'll be monitoring the comments, anything like that. Anybody got any questions and stuff like that. All right, talk to y'all in about 30 to 40 minutes. I'll stop if I need to address something, but I don't think I'm gonna address anything. But I watch the comments. So if you got any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments, and I'll highlight your comment, and you know what I'm saying, answer them accordingly. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead and check out this mix with the vocals, make sure we're good and everything like that. We got through everything except for doing some mix bus processing on those melodics, but I don't even think I need it, to be honest with you. But let's check it out with the vocals right here in the verse and the hook.
Come on, baby. How my body reacts to your movements. I can't even compare. I'm smoking indica, baby. Trying to think the truth. Make my mind slip into a dream. I don't wanna come to. Smoking indica, come and clear through the smoke. Just ain't a physical thing with you, baby.
So what we're gonna do is gonna turn this little section down on the actual wave file because it's cutting in with the vocals and also the other guitar. Shit.
Trying to hide the shame. Come on, baby. How my body reacts to your movements. I can't even compare. I'm smoking indica, baby. Trying to think the truth. Make my mind slip into a dream. I don't wanna come to. Smoking indica, come and clear through. Just ain't a physical thing with you, baby. Damn, I'm tired of the show. I just can't let you know where I'm starting to go. I just can't let you know where I'm starting to go. I just can't let you see I'm in love with you. Smoking indica. I go into a daze as I gaze in your eyes, then your lips got me high. I lay my face between your legs, baby. I'm in love with you. Smoking indica. I'm putting it down to the beat while I'm walking. Let you know, when I'm starting to go.
All right, cool. We are going to extend this part right here. And we have a I cut it a little bit too early there. Shit. Let's see here. Whatever the case may be, we are gonna see what we are at right here. 4.2. So we'll put this one at -4.2 as well. And this one as well. All right. Oops, a little bit too much.
Smoking indica. I go into a daze as I gaze in your eyes, then your lips got me high. I lay my face between your legs, baby. Hitting it hard right now, darling.
Those kick drums, I don't think I need.
Smoking indica. I go into a daze as I gaze in your eyes. Trying to inhale your thoughts. Is this feeling I feel reciprocated? Am I alone in your heart? I'm putting
So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna take this kick, both of these kicks, and we're gonna sidechain that to the baseline, because the baseline is key, but it's actually getting in the way of the kicks. So we need the kicks to be a little bit more present. So what we're gonna do there is just put one of these. Actually, we do have a sidechain key function in this plugin right here. So what we're gonna do, I have to kind of set it up that way. So let me think about this. Okay, cool. I got it. Let's see here. So we had the kick right here. What we're gonna do is so you go ahead, hit the plus sign next to your send section, and if you scroll all the way down, you'll see side chains, and it'll let you know where you can side chain situations or whatnot. I'm gonna look for my green track right here, and it's basically telling me the side chain. I can actually send a side chain send signal to the actual base, the baseline track compressor, which is, the console one API compressor. So we're going to go ahead and choose that option. It's by default at -6, -6 on the god doggone, on the -6 on the damn send level. We're going to bump that up to 0. And let me go ahead and see what it's going to do here. Let me go ahead and play the baseline. Let's go ahead and enable that side chain. All right, so we got side chain compression. So on the console one, there's a button right above your output meter on the console one. It says external side chain. Right now it was set to off, but I could send that signal coming from the kick drum to either the compressor or the gate section. I'm gonna send it to the compressor, so I can go ahead and have that that kick signal duck the bass drum using the compressor. If that makes any sense. All right, and this particular layout on the console one right here definitely tells you what you're doing: block order, signal path, and where your external side chain is at. And right here it's illuminated in white, so it's right here. So what we're gonna do is I like the side chain at about 3 to 1, and I like to have a somewhat of a fast, in between fast and medium attack, and a variable release. And we're gonna bring our side chain in, and we're gonna go ahead and see where we at. You hear that pumping? If I was to go ahead and solo bring in the kick, you hear the pumping effect? If I was to really accentuate it. But we won't know until we actually put it in the mix. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and unsolo both of these and hear it in the mix. Come on, baby.
How my body reacts to your movements. I can't even compare. I'm smoking indica, baby. Trying to fail the truth. Make my mind slip into a dream. I don't wanna come to. I don't want to. Smoking indica, darling. Come and clear through the smoke. Just ain't a physical thing.
I think I like it where it's at right now. And I think I have my side chain at 0 dB. Now I can do the same thing here on the other kick drum, that boom, 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 right there. So we're just gonna drag that over, and we've got both of those side chains. I could just double check that just to make sure. Check mark, and then you see right here in italics and slanted. You know what I'm saying? It's at the right section. So we should be good.
I'm smoking indica, baby. Trying to fail the truth. Make my mind slip into
sound should be hitting. I'm on these flat sounding Bear Dynamic DT770s. They sound like shit in the mix. On the low end is very, very flat, and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get that kick punchier and out in the mix just a little bit. And the speakers, they sound fine, but I know if you can get them, nail them in here in these cans, they sound really good. Come on, baby.
How my body reacts to your movements. I can't even compare. I'm smoking indica, baby. Trying to feel the truth.
Let's check on my compressor on the contract.
I don't wanna come to. I don't want to. Smoking indica, darling. Coming clear through the
Yeah, a little bit too much compression going on.
just ain't a physical thing with you, baby.
Right there.
Damn, I'm starting to show. Oh, I just can't let you know.
Yeah,
But I'm starting to go. I just can't let you
bring out that guitar a little bit.
what your love does to me, baby. Oh, I just can't let you know. But I'm starting to go. I just can't let you see. I'm in love with you, baby. Oh, smoking indica. I go into a daze as I gaze in your eyes, and your lips got me high. I lay my face with your legs, baby. Oh, hitting it hard right now, darling.
All right, let's go here.
I keep a beat while I'm watching you sleep. Nothing but love in the air, baby. Oh, I just can't let you go. When I'm starting to go, I just can't let you see what your love does to me, sugar. Oh, I just can't let you.
You hear that right there? So we don't really need to mess with that, but we do. It really sounds great. So we're gonna just leave that alone. Unfortunately, this particular console strip doesn't have a wide mode on it, only on that SSL, and that's fine. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna bring in one of my guitar pedals. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow up this webcam here. So this guitar pedal that I have, we're gonna put some delay on it because that guitar is a mono sound and mono sum. It's basically mono sum. So we're gonna put a mono guitar pedal on here. So one of these guitar pedals on here, y'all see me watching football and everything like that. Game sucked today, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Tennessee Titans are beating the Texans ass right here. All right. All right. So I'll probably use either this. This is a dual band effects processor for guitars. But it's a guitar pedal. And necessary guitar pedals, you don't have to necessarily use them on guitars, but you can use them in other faucets or whatnot. We have a reverb unit here. Tilt that a little bit. My little TV out the way. I had a TV in my studio. My son said, "Daddy, TV, my room." Your little ass don't even sleep in your room, boy. What the fuck you mean? Anyway, fuck you mean. So we have a reverb, and this is another dual effects processor for as this little guitar pedal. This little bitch right here, this little motherfucker right here is a reverb and a delay, and it packs a punch. Really good sound right here. And also we have a little effects unit, but it doesn't have a delay on here. Not that I know of. Let me double check. No, it doesn't. But it has a chorus in there, so we may chain these two right here. This one right here, this delay is weird. You know what I'm saying? If you use it like on real hard sounds like guitars or anything like that, it gives it a weird sound, but it's very mushy. I don't need mushy. I need something very direct. Now I could go to the to my rack processor, the Behringer Virtualizer 3D, but you know what I'm saying? It's got really good reverbs. I hadn't really played with the delays just yet and whatnot. I like the delays that coming out of this little joint right here. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try to get some delays on that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go and try to get this patch cable going, whatnot. Look, not me. Y'all see me enough of me all the time. All right, so we're gonna get our patch cables, and what we're gonna do is we got let's see, our effects pedal is in number 15 right here. So what I'm gonna do is just grab one of these orange ones and a yellow orange cable. So I'll need a total of 4 if I'm not mistaken. In, out, in. Okay, no, we need 2. All right, so basically we'll use these 2 patch cables, and we're gonna basically try to find an output. All right, and I think I'm gonna go with number 6. That's normally my mono output. All right, so we're gonna take out. Okay, we're gonna patch out number 6, and we're gonna go into number 15 right there. That signal is gonna then go to the pedals. Once I do everything with my pedals, we're gonna come out of 15 and go back into 16, and we'll be able to gain stage here on the preamp or the converter, and then that'll come back into the DAW. All right. Let me go ahead and turn everything on for as what I'm gonna use. Let's scroll back over here to the pedals. All right, and let's get another little zoom there. All right, cool deal. All right, so now that I'm gonna zoom in real tight on that. See how far this camera is. Zoom in real good. A little sensitive. All right, cool deal. Y'all probably can't see exactly what's going on, but we're gonna go ahead and bring in a pipeline plugin. So the pipeline plugin is basically it'll allow you to I guess it takes the audio in and out of the DAW. And it's a PreSonus stock plugin. And you can't, I wish you can use it other places, but you can't. So we're gonna go with a mono. All right. And we're gonna choose. All right, we're gonna choose. This is gonna be sending, so we're sending out. So we're gonna choose output of number 6. We're gonna bring back in, and we're gonna choose patch focus input number 6. All right, so out always to the left, in on to the right. We're gonna go ahead and rename this device guitar pedals. All right, cool. Oh shit, I misspelled that shit like I'm hot. All right, cool deal. So we got the guitar pedals. First thing first, what I like to do with this plugin right here, go ahead, let's sync up the ins and the outs for us, the signal and the latency, everything like that. You see this little wrench too right here? That's gonna, you know what I'm saying, make sure that the signal is basically compensated, and you know what I'm saying, it's gonna sync a ping test. Basically, it's going ping, and that sound is gonna travel out of the DAW through all the devices back in. So I gotta make sure that these pedals are on. So my signal is being routed through all these pedals and everything like that. I'm gonna utilize this tone job right here. So this is a EQ settings, but for right now we'll just focus on these little guitar pedals or whatnot. All right, and because I'm gonna put like a little chorus effect on that doggone guitar. All right, I'm gonna put my iPad down on the floor because I may knock this bitch down. All right, cool deal, man. All right, so just to give you guys a little, you know what I'm saying, little look at what's going on. All right, cool. So we got everything set up. Let's go ahead and do that ping test real quick. I'm gonna hit this little wrench tool right here. All right, that's the audio traveling out of the DAW back into the DAW through your routed hardware. All right, once we got that, boom, just like that. All right, and we're gonna do it once more, just for consistency. I like to do it 2 times just to be sure. I'm gonna bring this down. All right. So remember when I told you guys you got an output section? So we're gonna go out. I'm gonna test to see on this guitar part how loud we are. So on the output section, we're gonna focus on this track right here. That is my output. that's traveling to the guitar parts. If it's too loud, all I got to do is just do a volume adjustment right here. All right, so hit play. Oh, we have it muted. My bad. Let's see what the fuck we got going on. Oh, I had a main. That's weird. So I think I got a problem with this doggone channel 6. It be tripping sometimes.
Smoking indica, baby, trying to hide the shame.
All right, here we go. Let's do this one more time. Forgot something there. Hold on 1 second. It's a stereo track. I got a pipeline mono on there. Tripping. All right, here we go. Huh. Let's go ahead and patch into number 5 and see what happens. Watch that bitch work. Told y'all. Something wrong with that patch bay in number 6. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Hmm. Okay. Let's see here. And let's go to the ends. And we're not getting nothing. Interesting. Get a little something, something there. All right. We're not going to even. I had this problem the last time. Now, when I use it, it's not a problem. Now, if I was to patch something else into, let's say, let me turn on this virtualizer here. And we're going to go to, let me go to a All right, we're gonna go to a dual. Yeah. So we're gonna delay right here. We're gonna come out of 6 and we're gonna go into 22 and come back in here. Now watch this motherfucker work. Something with those guitar pedals. I have to double check that. Maybe the wiring. There it is. I told y'all. I motherfucking told you. So we basically gonna have to let's do this right here. Have to do that mono situation again. Now sometimes that damn guitar pedal, I had it working the other day. Don't know what the fuck. Maybe just how number 6 is. I'm gonna have to probably come out to 3 and 4. I think that's probably different type of cabling I got back there. All right, so let's go to 6 and we'll choose 6 here. And let's turn down number 6. I apologize for that. I didn't know. I'm gonna try something with those guitar pedals, but this is where I'm working at over here. Trying to get this move these doggone things out the way real quick. Oh damn cables. All right, so we're trying to get this situation. All right, so what we're gonna do now is just bring up the interface preamp or the converter. Want to match.
My body reacts to your movements. I can't even compare. I'm smoking indica, baby. Trying to think the truth. You make my mind slip into a dream. I don't wanna come to. Smoking indica, darling. Coming clear through the smoke. Baby, damn, I'm starting to choke. Oh, I just can't let you
So we have it set up on mono, but we actually working on a stereo bus. So let me go ahead and just patch number 5 in this bitch. All right, let me use a light color one. All right, so number 5 is gonna be our left signal, and we're just gonna come in right here on 21, and then we'll come out here and go into number now. So basically, what we did was we just took our patch bay, and now we just got like a you know what I'm saying, doggone this is our stereo, so we got 2 coming out and 2 coming in, and then we have it patched over here into the other side of the patch bay. So you know what I'm saying, right there. Shit, there we go. All right, cool. So that's coming in right there. All right, and we'll just go back up here to our effects processor here. But what I gotta do is change this pipeline audio out, and I gotta remember how I said it's set. So -10 coming out of that bad boy. There we go. Bring that down to -10.2, and we should hear more of a stereo sound. Oh, there we go. 5 and 6. Got to put my ins and outs. Ping test. There we go. All right, there we go. I'm gonna turn this dry whip mix down because it's gonna make it loud. So the stereo sound actually sounds better. Get more of a dreamier sound. So that's more the delay sound. So we need to back off on that dry wave mix knob. And bring back up the reverb. Yeah, all right, so let's play it in the mix. So I gotta match the ins and outs. Come on, baby. How my body reacts to your movements. I can't even compare. I'm smoking indica, baby. Trying to feel the truth. Make my mind slip into a dream. I don't wanna come to. Smoking indica, coming clear through the smoke. Just ain't a physical thing with you, baby. Damn, I'm starting to choke. Oh, I just can't let you know where I'm starting to go. I just can't let you see. right, so we're gonna have that patched in right there. I think that's it, man. I'm gonna process the drums. So what I'm doing right now is just basically doing my processing. I probably won't be able to get to the background vocals today. But I think my drums are already processed, so I don't even need to run that. But I'm gonna run the overall mix bus for the music through this little compressor up here. And this little compressor is called the Really Nice Compressor from FMR Audio out of Austin, Texas. So this is a Texas-made compressor, or whatnot, and it's pretty good, man. If you've been around audio for a long time, you'll know this bad boy hit the scene in the early 2000s, and it's a little box, you know what I'm saying, about probably about like 80 inches across or something like that. I mean, it's really, really small, but it packs a punch, man. And you know, heard these on a lot of hit records or whatnot. But it's a really nice compressor, stereo compressor. And we're going to run the whole music mix through here. And you're going to see how this is going to sweetly glue this together and still be transparent or whatnot. It just does something really, really nice. And especially when you put it in the super nice mode, it does an awesome thing. So I think our beat is done. We're going to just do some gain staging here. And we're going to be up out of here. All right, and I'm just gonna slide over here to this music business and check this out. Let's go to the hook.
Baby, damn, I'm falling short.
All right, cool deal. I'm gonna check this in the speakers real quick, and we should be ready to go. So what we gonna do? I'm just gonna EQ. I'm gonna EQ those drums real quick. I forgot to do that. Shit. Shoot. Let's go with trying to figure out what kind of EQ I want to use on this bitch. Let's do a let's go with this Empirical Lab. This one right here, the Big Freak. Big Freak. We're gonna bring out some of the low end on it. Bring out some of that low end, man. Oh, and by the way, so this is Empirical Louds, Big Freak. You know what I'm saying? Same people that make the stressor, or whatnot. So what we're trying to do is let me first off, let me get this bad boy overtime sample by 2. So the sound that I'm trying to go with is the song is called Indica. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about indica weed, you know what I'm saying, smoke, different type of weed and shit like that. So we want a smoky vibe to it, very smoky, cloudy, darky type of sound. So these drums are getting real smoky, real dirty, and I didn't even have to use saturation, which is a good thing. So we're really using digital distortion in order to get that saturated type of smooth, but yet punchy, but yet dirty sound. And we're going to dirty it up even more. About to show y'all some tricks. That's the plugin off. Back home. All right, cool deal. Now, what we're gonna do to get that smoky vibe to it is we're gonna go this plugin maker called Kush Audio. I can't help it. Shit, we got Indigo. We're gonna go ahead and put some Kush Audio in here. So we're gonna choose the Omega API. Saturation plugin. It's really a transformer, but if you push it, it'll definitely give you that smoky vibe to it. It already comes by default with oversampling and stuff like that, so we should get a nice little sound. I'm gonna bring this down just a little bit and adjust accordingly back in. This is just a drive knob. See what I'm saying? Get that lo-fi type of vibe, but that's a little bit too much for us. All right, let's play it in the mix, and we'll adjust this accordingly. We're actually gonna push this in before right here. That sounds like the sweet spot right there. we got the drums controlled like I want them. Let's bring back this vocal and see how that sounds.
Body reacts to your movements. I can't even compare. I'm smoking indica, baby. Trying to think.
All right, cool. So now the only thing I got to do now is just go ahead and patch in this doggone compressor, and we'll be done for today. I didn't get around to the background vocals, but I'm gonna have to print the music because I'm already right now we're already at about 25%. That should be okay. The vocals should be pretty easy or whatnot for us to do that. All right, so what we're gonna do now is take 7 and 8, which is my dedicated outputs for the really nice compressor, and we're gonna go into that. I'm sorry, y'all. Show y'all what's going on there. Let's go ahead and zoom out there. Get a wireless situation right there. All right, cool deal. So what we're doing is taking that left signal. We're gonna go in here and go out. And take that blue. Come here and go back into 7 and 8. Get in there. There we go. There we go. Out and in here. All right, and we should get some action. And I just gotta plug a doggone pipeline stereo. And we're gonna choose output 7 and 8. You hear it. Yeah, you hear the hiss. That is that compressor. It's talking. You hear that noise floor? That's the noise floor. All right. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna send a little ping test real quick. There it is right there. Got a lot of harmonic frequencies right there. So that's a really good thing. All right. And I'm gonna let y'all check out the compressor in action. Go ahead and zoom in all the way. Come on, you sorry ass webcam. Get in there. I know you could do better than that, bro. Okay, that's all we can zoom in. All right then. Bet. All right, y'all probably can't see what going on, but we're gonna go ahead and bring our threshold down. We're gonna start right at 1 to 1, slow attack, all the way fast release, and then we're gonna go and put our output gain on 0. All right, and we're gonna see what we get here. Yes, sir. All right, let's turn that up. Sorry about that. Let's turn our converters down first. And we got something not off. Let's pay attention to our outputs, what we got going on. Let's get that squared away first. So this is 7 and 8 over here. You can see how it's peaking over here in the red. So we're gonna bring that down just a hair bit. We don't need that to peak coming out. So this output is actually what we patch out of 7 and 8. We want to make sure that is coming in here and not clipping into the hardware. So we're gonna turn it down a little bit. All right, cool deal. Once we achieve that, let's bring it down to like 6 dB, negative 6 dB. We're gonna go to our out inputs, and now we gotta bring here it is right here. Now we gotta bring these bad boys up. So we're gonna have to use the converters knobs in order to do so. So I'm just trying to level out 7 and 8, make sure they almost like the same. It should be like almost the same. Yeah, that sounds pretty good right there. All right, so we got our outputs where we need them at. Don't worry about that clipping. If you see clipping and stuff like that, it's okay to clip. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not clipping. And really, that's just really true peak clipping. Even I'm talking into this mic right now. You know what I'm saying? It's still soft clipping because you still have headroom. As long as you have a average headroom, you should be good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes digital clipping is good. So don't ever let anybody say you're clipping. Yeah, you don't want to clip, but you can still clip. It still sound good. As long as it's not type of clipping. You all right? All right. So let's go ahead and focus on this little shit right here. Let's go ahead and dial this in and get started getting compressing. Actually, let's get to the verse or the hook. I got to set the 6 to 1 just to get some compression, so I'm dialing it in. We got our signal coming in very, very low, so we have to hit the knobs hard. All right, there go the compression. Don't want to do it too much. I already got a lot of compression on my drum, so I don't want to knock out the dynamics on those. All right, there we go. Now we're going to bring this down to about bring it down from 6 to 1 to 2 to 1. Let's bypass it. So that's the volume we need to be at. I'm not worried about my input levels. All right, so we need to make up the gain a little bit. Now I need to turn out my gain. Let's play that one more time. So we got a little bit of compression. Let's back off a little bit. All right, let's put this bad boy in super nice mode. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get my inputs. I'm gonna take those, I'm gonna put that on air. All right, so now that I've obtained the audio coming into the doggone interface, we could turn it up in the DAW. And if we was to bypass, this is what the audio sounds without that compressor. So we need to turn it back up. And that's where we can do gain stages here. It should be good. All right, so the whole time when I was doing all of that, the compressor was turned off. So now this is the compressor on. So I'm gonna give you we're gonna smash the compressor hard, and this is what it probably would sound like. Ooh. All right, we straight. Let's bring the vocals in, and we're gonna go ahead and print this 2-track. So I take that air off. It was a little bit too bright. Talk about this thing makes drums dirty. There it is. All right. All right, so what we're gonna do now is just print out a basically a stem for everything that we have, and call it a stereo mix. And I can turn off all these plugins and then process the doggone the vocals and stuff like that. But I'll do the vocals later on today, or whatnot, and we should be done. So the way we're gonna do this is go ahead and route the audio. Somebody talking bad about me, my motherfucking eye flinching, dirty bastard. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and put that mix right here. We're gonna go ahead and bring in the bus from the music bus here, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit record, and it's gonna be off a little bit, and that's fine. We'll line the audio up and everything like that. All right, it's gonna have a delay for sure. All right, here we go. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and take pictures, if I can find my goddamn phone. Take pictures and of what we got, and I'm gonna make notes later on for us, my settings on the reverb and the compressor. Stop something here. Heard a little crackle and pop. Yeah, see that little crack in the pop right there? Yeah, gotta redo that right there. All right, let's do that one more time. And that's just effects of the audio interface being tight. Betcha. All right, let me back off of this too. I think we got too much character on here. Matter of fact, I don't want to even use the character. Yeah. All right, cool. Backed off on this transformer to 1-1. Just wasn't sticking right. Whatnot. While it's this recording and stuff like that, you want to notice my VU meters is not going past, you know what I'm saying, too much, like hitting all the way to the right. And that's a good thing, because anytime you can have your VU meters like really touching this little pink tick mark right here on the VU meter, that's a good thing. Some really good gain staging going on, and we have like plenty of room, man. So when we go to master, man, it's gonna bust wide open. So what we're doing right now is just really printing this 2 mix out. And when we play it back, you know what I'm saying, I can turn off all my plugins on my music tracks, and then I can now revert over and, you know what I'm saying, mix my vocals or whatnot. What we're doing now is kind of saving PC resources or whatnot. You can do the same thing. You don't necessarily have to have hardware. So if you have plugins here and there, you know what I'm saying, grab your stereo track, record the audio, and turn everything else off. And you can still recall it, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. All right, cool. So we had a little pop right here. So I'm going to take it back right here to 57. And that's where we just going to start recording right there. All right, here we go. What's going on? All right, so we got another pop right there at 65. So we're going to have to record that over again right here. Yeah, so we're sitting pretty good. The sub mixes right now, it's barely pushing over -12. So that really helps us out with headroom, man. Shout out to old Red out there in Atlanta, man, playing on the guitar and stuff like that. Call him the 2020, the 2022 hippie. Make sure all the audio goes out. And we good. All right, cool. Now I know I had to kind of like spot record in here. We're just gonna make sure this is all have some fluidity with it. Perfect. That was one spot. Here's another spot right up in here. So you're listening back to print. So the print actually sounds better while it's being processed. So once you commit it to the hard drive, it sounds better, to be honest with you. So what we're gonna do is just make sure that this lines up. I know I have latency in here, so we may have to line it up. It's not gonna be on point. It's gonna keep it 100 on that part. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just take the kick drum, utilize the kick drum in order to get this on point. See how it's actually on. Oh, it's off like a tidget. You see this right here? See that right there? We're off just a hair bit. Not too much though. That's a good thing. That's actually an awesome thing, to be honest with you. I'm checking on spot checking. So what I'm doing is going to different parts of the song where I know, like this part where it messed up at. The kick right here is good. You can tell by how the waveforms are going up and down across the zero line. And if I zoom in, we good, man. Like, and if I was to play this with the track, let's say for instance, turn that recorded part down. You see how everything will cancel itself out, but we good. I don't see nothing wrong with the wave files. So we should be good. All right, we straight, man. That's the printed material for the beat. So what I can do now is just really bring this stereo track down right here. And everything that has music in it, I could just turn the plugins off and I could really save my PC the trouble. Now I am streaming and stuff like that. So that's another thing you have to take in consideration as well. So we just turn off everything here. No, hold on. We're going to turn off everything right there on the inserts. All right. Everything is off on the inserts. And we're also going to turn off the bus compression situation here. And the Alpine mix as well. Now, when we come here, we should be able to hear this. And my PC meter has went down dramatically. And you can see here, we went from about 25 to 30% to 3%. So this is how you really save and help your PC be happy. You take care of it, it'll take care of you. And we're gonna mix in the vocals with the printed sound, which is down here on white. You see how big it sounds? We're going to mute all those individual tracks. Unmixed vocals. So I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna take me a break and stuff like that. And I have the face button on. That's why it sounded weird. Yeah. I'm gonna listen to this.
Smoking in the cloud, coming clear through the smoke. Just ain't a feeling.
And also we have a compressor on here as well. I forgot all about that.
I just can't let you know where I'm starting to go. I just can't let you see what your love does to me, baby. Oh, I just can't let you know where I'm starting to go. I just can't let you see I'm in love with you, baby. Oh, smoking it.
So we should be good. Now I do have one spot where it kind of clicked, and let me double check that.
Let you know where I'm starting to go. I'm in love with you, baby.
Right there. I have to re-record that one little part. Shit. All good. So go here. And let's turn on all our plugins while we at it. Okay, I ain't got my glasses on, so if shit. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm blind. Where my damn glasses at? I'm gonna have to put them on. I wasn't trying to look so goddamn like a nerd or anything like that, but damn. Okay, hold on. There is something going on. Oh, okay, there it is. All right. Plugins wasn't cutting on. I think I was blind and I wasn't really hitting the power button like talking about. Yeah, that's what it was. Your boy blind. You can't see. All right. And we're gonna turn on everything on this mix bus, unmute that as well, and we're gonna record this one little part right here. All right, and let me just. All right, so it's right here in between 55 to 55, the 55th measure. So I'm just gonna record. Let's see here, 57. We're gonna go back 4 bars and just record that again. Not exactly sure why it's doing that, but yeah. Let's do that real quick. Go ahead, hit record, and all right, we're taking that from the main books, the mix bus. All right, and let's hit record.
Let you see I'm in love with you, baby. Oh.
All right, good. Let's just double check that. Got a little click right there, but it's all good. That's because we have these little faders. Little fade. Yep, there it is. All right. I'm quite sure we got a little fade right here too. I need to double check the other ones as well. All right, there we go. To this all and make sure I don't have any more clicks, and I'll turn everything off. Yeah, man, this is hard work. I'm telling y'all little hit records y'all be hearing on the radio, man. It takes work. I be laughing at people say, man, yeah, man, we got that song done in 30 minutes, man. You a motherfucking lie. Tell you they can mix your song in less than an hour, they just stole your money. Real talk. I heard something right here on the 97th measure. Yeah, there's a little click right here. Yeah, so we're gonna record this one little measure. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, you fucking all the way up, bro. All right, cool. Yeah, your boy. Yeah, let me put these damn glasses on. I'm gonna fuck around and delete something and I'm gonna be pissed off. And y'all really gonna see me out of character. Jesus. Can't be without my glasses too long, man. All right. Oh, damn. It's like walking through the Matrix, boy. I can see everything in 3D. Yay. All right, let's see here. On 97, I might have to re-record that one measure. So let's go ahead and get that right there. And we're gonna re-record that one time. Yeah, hear that pop. See, it'd be the little pops and whatnot. And ain't nothing but round trip latency and stuff like that. No biggie, no biggie, no biggie. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in. We're gonna catch it right here. All right, cool deal. And we're gonna just double check, make sure everything come into fruition. Bruh, come on, dog. All right. All right, cool. So that was good right there. Let's continue on, double checking. Good, man. So give you a little backside on that guitar part right there. We did like 3 takes and throughout the whole song. So I had to go in there and do 3 takes. Took me about an hour to go through and do different cuts and parts or whatnot. So live instrumentation is no joke as well. So you see, I kind of condensed 3 takes down into 2 takes. Because some of the parts was overlapping. So all those cuts in the white clips and whatnot, those actually I had to go in there and just surgically cut everything so it can all make sense. So we kind of pieced three takes into 2 tracks, which mesh together, and that's how you have a fluidity type of situation. So R&B tracks, yeah, especially this, you know, saying these type of R&B tracks or whatnot, it's a little lengthy or whatnot. So we didn't got the music shit out the way. We good. The vocals are good. So what I'm gonna do really is just go in here, make notes of what I did on the effects processor and the stereo compressor, and I'll tackle this during the week. I'll stream that for you guys or whatnot. And later on tonight, I'll be live streaming once again. We got to do a sound review for Studio Linked VST out there in California, LA. They just dropped a new sound collection or whatnot, so we're gonna check them out, man. They always coming through, showing love on the social media, man. Shout out to Studio Link for, you know what I'm saying, provide some really good sounds for a long time, and I've been utilizing their guide sounds for a very, very long time, and they're very reliable with their sounds because they definitely be hitting and stuff like that. So with all that being said, man, or whatnot, man, appreciate everyone tuning in. I didn't get around to the background vocals, and that's okay. That's all right, you know what I'm saying? We'll get to it at a later date or whatnot. I'll probably do the print process with you guys. I'll probably get around to that probably late tomorrow, early Tuesday. Not exactly sure. And I'll share that process with you guys or whatnot, and show you the final process of this song. I'm just gonna go ahead and make my notes and everything like that, make sure everything is foolproof and everything like that. And I appreciate everyone rocking with your boy or whatnot. for all my Russian bots on my YouTube channel, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Other than that though, man, everything is starting to come out pretty good. And stuff like that. And catch you guys on the flip side. I hope everyone enjoyed a Sunday. And you know what I'm saying, double back, you know what I'm saying, catch the live beat making on tonight. I normally stream around about 9:30, 10 o'clock. We're gonna check out some of their sound collections. They got a sound collection called Hostile. So we're gonna check out the sound collection Hostile for the studio VST and see what it's working with and stuff like that, man. And you know what I'm saying, see what it's working with, you know what I'm saying, see if it's, you know what I'm saying, up to the expectations to all of them. I'm gonna go watch a YouTube video later on today and check it out or whatnot, man. Until then, man, y'all be easy out there, man. Enjoy your Sunday or whatnot. Wear some shorts if you go outside. I know here in Houston, Texas, it's a little warm outside, so this up and down weather, man, is yeah. It is what it is, man. Like I said, man, y'all be easy out there, man. As I always end out my streams, man. Y'all be exponential, grow rapidly, and you know what I'm saying, duck and dodge all the bullshit, man, because it's a lot of bullshit go out there, man, for real. A lot of people don't want to see other people do what they do. A lot of people don't want to see other people succeed. And if you're around that energy, please get rid of it or whatnot, because sometimes it'll make you just put this around somebody's neck and choke the fuck out of them or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, get rid of that bad energy, man, and really grow exponentially, grow wider than you was last year. Until then, man, y'all be easy, man. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday, eating some macaroni and cheese, goddamn steak, pot roast, and you know what I'm saying, green beans and hams and all that other shit, man, with your boy, man. We are out of here, man. Y'all be easy. Peace.